And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. A first down throw from Mayfield. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him for a loss of 5.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for the Browns. 43 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
It's Ajayi. Oh, what a move. And some room to maneuver. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. on first down. Clark looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Following the interception, Mayfield lets it go for Nelson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Over!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. Sheds off the tackle. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
What's often built into passing games without actually stating it is rack yardage, run after catch, because they expect receivers to make a catch and make someone miss. And how about the broken tackle cause there that allowed for the big pickup of yardage?
Mayfield showing why he was the #1 overall pick. He's got the Browns on the move, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Now Clark on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On the carry, it's Logan. And past the 30, down to about the 27. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Here's Clark, operating from the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Clark throwing on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Leopard! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He finds Ajayi. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. of his end zone, Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. First down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Bud Dupree in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football.
All right, now look
Apparently,
at 56.
that didn't happen.
56. Hold on. Watch him now, Barney.
2nd down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Mayfield on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney.
They run with Ajayi. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Mayfield now. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Clark to throw. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He'll rifle this. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And the Browns getting set to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. A second down throw for Mayfield. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
This is Ajayi. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield to throw it. It's caught. Nelson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
got you now, Barney. Barney.
Here's a giant. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mayfield off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Javon Hargrave coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to go down again.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gold is able to put it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Clark now to throw on 2nd down. And down he'll go at the 25. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, Clark. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Clark on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Clark throwing again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. Clark, a final shot before break. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now Clark to throw on 1st and 10. James has got it, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Clark now throwing on 1st down. He'll dump it off to Procise. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Throwing on 1st down. Clark. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A second down carry for Procise. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now Clark from the gun on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Here's Clark. From the gun, he'll throw. And he rifles one incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go! 190! 190! Flex round! Flex round!
Clark throwing again on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! 190! 190! Flex round! Flex round!
Now Clark to throw. Operating from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! 190! 190!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun on 3rd down. Clark, man open left side is Brown. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Flex round! Flex round! Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Let's go! 190! 190! Ohio! Ohio!
try and run down here with Procise. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. C.J. Procise, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Mayfield looks to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Patriot! Watch him now, Barney!
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And on the ground they go with a running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run with Logan. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Clark now from the gun, he'll throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Now Clark back to the air on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round! 46!
Here's Clark on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Browns on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. They go play action. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that one will be accepted. Here's Bradley Pinion now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Brown. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now out come the Steelers. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Over.
Mayfield. And his Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Detroit!
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Lets it go for Nelson. And that is incomplete. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They run again with Logan. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go. What? None. What? None. Ohio. Ohio.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And over the middle, this is Parker. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Browns' passing game finally gets stride. They've got another first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
He's back to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people Tampa watching this one right here gave up because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gold now out to kick it away. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Clark on first down. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Browns, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
You